Tuesday, May 13th. Let's check your national forecast. We have a heat story, and that's really the case in Winnipeg. Take a look here. In recent days, we've been enjoying the sunshine, and yes, the heat is still on for today. We'll talk more about that. And also other parts of the country, a far cry from the 30-degree temperatures we're getting in the prairies. You see Newfoundland and Labrador have been dealing with some snowfall. Now let's take a look at our temperatures across the country. Yes, 35-degree high for Winnipeg today. Some of that heat making its way into Ontario. You can see even Ottawa and then into southern Quebec, Montreal, mid-20s, mid to high 20s. Nothing to sneeze at there. Now for southern Ontario, not quite seeing that heat. In fact, we have the easterly flow off the lake helping to kind of cool off our temperatures. A high for Toronto below the 20-degree mark. Also some scattered shower activity expected. That's what we're seeing for today moving through. Ultimately, again, that's going to be pairing up with temperatures that are not quite the heat we're seeing in other areas. Now, here's the short-term rainfall, 5 to 10 millimeters. Now, looking a bit further ahead into the weekend, heavier amounts of rainfall could take aim at parts of eastern Ontario into southern Quebec. Even Atlantic Canada may be looking at a bit of a rainy situation heading into the long weekend. For this afternoon, though, this is a pretty good forecast for southern Quebec. There's Montreal, 26, and a fair bit of sunshine as well. But as I mentioned, heading into the weekend, some parts of eastern Canada may be getting potentially even a little bit stormy. Taking a look now at Atlantic Canada, some snow early on for Newfoundland on our Tuesday, and then things are fairly quiet until tomorrow. Some rainfall looks to be slashing across Newfoundland and Labrador, but things will stay fairly quiet for the Maritimes, it looks like. For today, lots of sunshine for Fredericton, an 18-degree high. Not quite as warm for Charlottetown, 7 degrees, and those single-digit highs, well, we're very familiar with that today, pretty much all across Newfoundland. But temperatures will be warming up in parts of the Maritimes, but yes, cloudy and potentially rainy, maybe even cooling off as we head into the long weekend. Okay, now turning to the western part of the country, yes, we mentioned 35 for Winnipeg, 30 degrees for Brandon, but Winnipeg is going to see a very dramatic temperature drop. The high on Saturday, just 5 degrees, and that's a pretty sharp drop off from the 35 we're getting today. Now we're also looking at not just the cooler temperatures moving in through the prairies, but a rainfall story in parts of southern Saskatchewan and southern Manitoba. Now we got some rain into Alberta as well, but some heavier pockets of rain. I have some pretty concerning rainfall totals. Localized flooding, something we may expect with up to 100 millimeters in the most impacted areas of southeast Saskatchewan, southern Manitoba. With that, tomorrow we're also looking at a chance of some severe thunderstorm activity for different parts of the region. We'll finish off in British Columbia. We're getting a bit of moisture in for the interior. You can see some of that for today. Tomorrow, a little bit more of that rainfall. We see some higher elevation snowfall. And then looking at our wind speeds, not a whole lot to write home about there. But for our daytime high in Vancouver today, 17 degrees with those partly sunny skies. And we'll look for more wet conditions to build in later in the week. As you can see, tomorrow cloudy for Vancouver. Then those showers look to be carrying through to the end of the week.